Hello guys, my name is Belden with Bricks here, and today I'm here to compare these two Y-Wings. This is the somewhat new one from Rogue One, and then this is a Toys R Us re-release of the original Y-Wing. It's from the TIE Advanced and Y-Wing set from 2004, and this one is from 2016. And so I'm here to compare them. Now let's start off with minifigs. So here, over on the left, you got the new pilot and the astromech droid. Over here you got the old pilot and the old astromech droid. And so these are two completely different astromech droids. And cause this one, I forgot the names of both of these, but I knew before. Someone, I'm sure, in the comments will say, if not, then I'll put a pinned comment that says. And then these are the two pilots. And printing, of course, has improved because Lego improves over time and whatnot. But this helmet is really popular, or I wouldn't say popular, but the printing is very great if it can focus in. That's really good. Like, I love that helmet. And then this fell over. And then printing on this one, I mean, it's just as good, but it's not as much printing. And then for the body torso, for both of these, this one's got like the little tubes, breathing tubes and control panel. Then this one's just a control panel. So I'd say this torso's a winner. And then this one has no printing. And then this one does. Then over here, we got this astromech droid. And it's got like, well, its printing really blends in. Right here you can kind of see the shining of it. And then the clear dome. I remember it's R3 something. That's all I can remember. Then this one's R4 something. You got only half a printing. And then you got the traditional printing. I don't know. I'd say the torso, well, not torso, but the body printing hasn't really changed that much. It's always just kind of been just as good. Maybe not, I don't know. But printing on the dome has definitely improved a lot. And so, now that we're done with the minifigs, let's go right into the actual Y-Wings. So, as surprising as it is, Lego, their size of things changes a lot over time, but believe it or not, these are very similar in size. This one's actually a little bit wider, not by here, but with the span of these things, but this one's just a tad bit longer, but all in all, they're pretty much the same size. And they both have landing gear on the bottom. This one has retractable landing gear and shorter landing gear, like smaller, so it can stand up and whatnot. And this one has a flat base and just really tall, non-retractable landing gear, which I bet you was a big problem for kids back then, because if one broke off, either they would have to order a new one or take the rest off, which really just seems painful, or even make their own new one, because I don't know how common these pieces were back then, but I don't know if they were so common. And also, this has a really weird use for a car chassis piece, but I like it. And so, this one has a, or we'll move this one out of the way. So, this has a lot more red, as you can tell, and whenever I got this, there's a lot of mixed lots, so you'll see a lot of dark bluish gray and dark gray, and that's not really my fault, but like this is dark gray, and then I think the rest is dark bluish gray. But anyway, got the two things, I forgot what they're called. I used to be really well with, I used to know a lot about Y-Wings, but I kind of forgot. And you got the bars, which on the Rogue One one, they all just go across the whole thing, when on this one they just kind of stop right here. And then you got these plain gray things. I kind of like these little dark gray, or dark bluish gray little things. It's just added for extra little detail. And then you got this cannon that spins around, though you have to move it out of the way for the canopy to open up. And inside's nice. I mean, I didn't really notice this until now, but you got a really good control panel, which was really good for the time. You get two levers just for extra little playability, and that's not even needed, but it's good though, because they put that in there. And it can easily come down. And so, also, you got your little spot for the astromech droid, where you don't have to put it in sideways and it can turn its head. You can just set it in there like that. However, on the other one, you gotta put it in sideways. And then you get a little spot, and like I said, this one came from the Y-Wing and TIE Advanced set. So you probably put Darth Vader's lightsaber in there for storage, so you don't have to take it out and set it down somewhere and then forget about it later. And then also, forgot to mention, you got these. Well, if you move these things out of the way, kind of dump it out. It's kind of hard to get out, but okay. Now you get this little Rebel container crate thing, which I might be mistaken, but I think this also comes in the original Millennium Falcon. You get one of these Rebel container things. I don't really know. But you just put it in there, and then turn these things like that to lock it in place so it doesn't shake around or move out. And then you get these really cool, well, just for detail, control panel tiles, which are really nicely decorated, especially for the time. And yeah, that's about, you got the little back right there. The hinge piece is exposed. That's about all I have to say for this one. Now for the next one. You got the little blasters, just like the last one, but there's definitely a lot more detail and just about no red. And like I said, you got the bars that go all the way across, And these you actually got the hole, so I don't know. So the engines or well the fire or whatever it shoots, I'll have to look that up, can go through. And you got the little turret that moves around, but just like the old one, you have to move it out of the way so the canopy can come up. And so instead of having plain light bluish gray things, you get white, but it has an extra detail sticker on it, which I really like, and it's not even necessary, but they put it in anyway. And you get a little sand blue piece along with right there too, because this is during Rogue One where they had all these sand blue pieces everywhere. And this is a new print that has sand blue on it. Because, I don't know, they were bringing back sand blue or something. Then you got these brown, you got all these little brown pieces, which I don't know what that's all about. And there's definitely so much detail, like, how do they even get all this information and know how to put all this detail? Unless if they're just making it up and they're just randomly putting detail. But I got the feeling that Lucasfilm, I don't know, like this is actually Star Wars accurate, and the way they're making this is accurate to how an actual Y-Wing is. And you got this little thing right here, just kind of spins around freely, but it doesn't really do anything. And so for the new ones, I mean, I'm kind of sick of it personally, but you have to put the astromech droids in sideways, like this, and then you have to turn their heads. But with this one, you can't even see, because this thing's in the way. So, don't even really need to turn his head, but there's that. And there's this little gap right here, if you notice. That's a little play feature. If you turn this, and everybody knows that Y-Wings are bombers, but if you turn this, then these come out. Honestly, you'd think they could have made these better, but they need these to be in an actual shape and stuff, so this is the best they could do if they wanted it to work with the mechanism that's in this. So if you think that you can make a better rocket, and think, will it work with this mechanism? Unless if you have this set and you're correcting me and you can do a better job, then I'd like to see it. But otherwise, Lego did the best they could. Plus, I don't know if they really had a way to find out what these would look like anyway. I mean, we know these are bombers, but don't know what the bombs that they drop actually look like. Oh, oops. But I'm sure someone in the comments would actually, like, pull up an article about what, or maybe pull up an article about what Y-Wings actually bomb. You know what? I would like to see that. If you're watching and you know a lot about Star Wars, then pull up an article on Wikipedia. And yeah, Wikipedia, it's what people use to find out about Star Wars stuff. And if you look closely, forgot to mention this, but you get these little round, smooth hemisphere pieces. Now with the other one, I'll show you later, but you get, it's different. They have the older version of these pieces, which, let me just get the other one. Looks like half of a golf ball. Meanwhile, this one looks like half of a ping pong ball. And so, I think that just about wraps up the video. You got all the minifigures. That's it. Bye.